Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
In March, a political action committee ran a deepfake ad against a Democratic Senate candidate in Texas. The AI-generated version of that candidate spoke convincingly for over a minute. Not a few seconds, a full minute of fabricated speech, distributed with a professional budget across a national network. That ad didn't need to fool everyone. It just needed to plant a seed of doubt. And according to survey data from this election cycle, about half of voters say deepfakes had some influence on their decisions, even though most of those same voters claim they don't trust the technology. The damage isn't about belief, it's about emotion and hesitation. If you've ever watched a political clip online and thought, "Wait, is that real?" This story is already about you. So what happens when the tools built to catch fakes can't keep up with the tools built to make them? That Texas ad marks a turning point, and not because the technology is new. Deepfakes have existed for years. What changed is the length, the quality, and the distribution. Previous political deepfakes lasted a few seconds, just long enough to raise eyebrows. This one ran for over 60 seconds, with a level of realism that made it hard to distinguish from a real campaign spot. And it wasn't made in a basement. It was funded, produced, and pushed out by a political organization with real money behind it. Now, you'd expect detection technology to be the answer. Run the video through a forensic tool, flag it, pull it down. But detection is losing this race badly. Modern AI-generated videos can now bypass detection systems with better than 90% accuracy. That means for every 10 deepfakes that hit the internet, detection tools might catch one. Maybe. The problem is structural. Generation technology improves faster than detection technology. Every time a detection method gets better, the generators learn from it and adapt. For anyone who handles digital evidence, a lawyer, an investigator, a compliance officer, that statistic should change how you think about video as proof. And for the rest of us, it means the next clip you share on social media might show something that never happened. So if catching fakes after the fact doesn't work, what does? The answer coming from researchers and the industry itself is a complete reversal of strategy. Instead of trying to prove something is fake after it spreads, you prove something is real before it leaves your hands. It's called content provenance, essentially a digital watermark baked into authentic material at the moment of creation. A campaign films a real press conference. That footage gets a cryptographic certificate, a tamper-evident seal, the instant it's recorded. If someone later produces a deepfake of that same candidate, you don't need to prove the fake is fake. You just point to the certified original and let people compare. That's the shift, from debunking to verifying. The regulatory picture adds another layer. Right now, only 31 U.S. states have any laws addressing deepfakes in elections. At the federal level, nothing. No law prohibits using deepfakes in political campaigns. The rules that do exist focus on disclosure, labeling something as AI-generated, not on preventing its creation or distribution. Europe is moving faster. The EU AI Act's transparency rules take effect in August, requiring mandatory labels on AI-generated political content and editorial sign-off by qualified personnel before publication. That's a fundamentally different approach. Not just tell people it's AI, but have a real human verify it before it goes out. Whether you vote in US elections or EU ones, the question is the same. Who's responsible when a fabricated video changes how you feel about a candidate? And there's a catch, even with the provenance approach. Certification only works if the certification system itself can't be compromised. That assumes centralized, trusted infrastructure that doesn't yet exist at scale. A bad actor who forges a certificate or hacks a certification platform doesn't solve the trust problem, they just move it somewhere else. So even the best proposed solution has a vulnerability at its foundation. The real turning point isn't that someone made a convincing deepfake. It's that the entire strategy of catching fakes after they spread has collapsed. The only viable path forward is proving what's real before it ever leaves your camera. So, to put this plainly, I can now generate political videos so convincing that detection tools miss them 9 times out of 10. Half of voters say deepfakes influenced their choices, even when they knew to be skeptical. The response isn't better fake catching, it's certifying real content at the source, like a digital notary stamp on every authentic video and image. Whether you handle evidence for a living or you just watched a campaign ad on your phone this morning, the question is no longer, is this fake? It's, was this ever certified as real? The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.